So I want to thank this certain person for telling me everything we want to know about Nidus Prime, and you know who you are, so thank you for the information about this. And once you see the video, you'll clearly know who I'm talking about, because you are the one who brought this to my attention, and I would have never looked into this if you did not bring this to my attention. So thank you so much. But as soon as you watch this video, you're gonna know who you are. So I love you for that. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I value you. I really appreciate what you did for me. So thank you. But anyways, we're going to get into this video where we're going to talk about the potential, and this is strongly potential weapons that will be coming with Nidus Prime. And this all will make sense because literally, if you look at what we'll talk about today, it strongly states there that this is definitely going to be the weapons for Nidus Prime. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, starting off with Reddit. Reddit was going crazy talking about this. Some people were talking about it. I didn't hear much of others, but more, you got comments down below, but people were making these statements. So first, starting off with this person said Nidus Prime is perfect opportunity for a Djinn Prime to be a thing. Just saying. So clearly good statement, and that kind of manifests itself to even make a statement like that, where probably Digital Streams is doing exactly just that. Another Reddit user said this: my big guess is Nidus Prime comes with Djinn Gazal Machete Prime. Makes total sense. The death queue is going to the vault. Djinn is an infested sentinel that could also fit in Nidus Prime theme. And Gazal Machete is Djinn's signature weapon. It's a big guess, but I think it's highly probable. Now, this person made a very strong, predictable statement that is definitely likely to happen, because he said it all there. Nidus Prime theme and Gazal Machete is Djinn's signature weapon. It's a big guess. But not the guess part that caught me, is the Gazal Machete and Djinn's signature weapon. So that obviously shows that is a definite possibility. Nidus Prime will be coming with these weapons, because everybody looks at these two like they're the most Nidus Prime type weapons than Hema and the Haruto is, really. So honestly, I have to say I really kind of agree with these people. But that's not just the only thing. You're probably gonna tell me, Major, it's just comments on Reddit. Didn't you just say you don't believe anything that people say on Reddit? Hold on, I'm not done yet. I got more to say and more to back this up. If you go to Djinn, scroll down, says it right there, right in front of your eyes. Djinn is an infested sentinel, pre-equipped with Stinger. It's a toxic, sentinel weapon. It also synergizes with the Gazal Machete. Like we just said, it is a synergy weapon for Gazal Machete. It works together. They both make damage happen. You go to Gazal Machete as well. Scroll down. Says it right there again. Gazal Machete is a unique melee weapon that serves companion weapon to the Djinn Sentinel. Does corrosive damage. Killed with add potential corrosive damage to Djinn's radio corrosive blast. Blah blah blah. We already know. Makes a huge statement about the Gazal Machete and the Djinn Sentinel. Both work together. So yes, I do believe Djinn is going to be that sentinel for Nidus Prime, because it only makes sense how it does come with Nidus Prime. Alright, it's likely most definitely to happen right now. So do we know this is why it's taking too long? Or maybe I don't know what is going really down right now. Well, obviously, if that was if it is you know, Djinn Prime being that Prime Sentinel, then obviously Gazal Machete will be coming with that weapon as well, because it synergizes with the Sentinel. Djinn synergizes with Gazal Machete. Gazal Machete synergizes with Djinn. So it all makes sense. It all adds up together. So like I just said, thank you so much for bringing this to my attention. This is the possibility of Djinn and Gazal Machete coming together for Nidus Prime weapons. Now, the only thing that ticks me off is that it is only going to be the weapons that come with Nidus Prime. Now, I have a feeling that they might make a weapon that never existed before in this game for a Prime weapon for Nidus Prime. Because, like they just said, they're not going to make a Hema Prime nor a Haruto Prime, but the primary weapon was supposed to be Hema Prime. So, is there going to be a weapon that has never been created before to make at least a primary or secondary weapon? Because I just don't only want it to be a melee weapon. It has to be something else. Alright, we can't have the same thing as Atlas Prime, where you only gave us a melee weapon, which that might possibly happen because we already had Atlas Prime come with just a melee weapon. But there's got to be something else. Like, give us a primary or secondary weapon, please, at least. That's what I want. I feel like Pox could be possibility one. If I had to say Pox, maybe. The Pox Prime. Possibility. I don't know. But I'm going to leave it off there. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think that could be a potential primary or secondary weapon. Or do you think it's just only a melee weapon that's going to turn up in the game for Nidus Prime? Just to give it a little bit more thoughts on Nidus Prime. It could be held back because due to potential profit. You know, it's all about the profit when it comes down to Warframe. You do have to keep in mind Warframe is a free game that you guys can, you know, take that. You might say, Major, this has nothing to do with a free game. It does technically, because they're not making money off of these people that download the game. So it is a free game. You do got to keep that in mind. They have to worry about the profit, especially the money that they want to make off Nidus Prime. Alright, so they want to give you every reason to purchase Nidus Prime. And that's why I think Djinn Prime and the Gazal Prime Machete are the biggest thing, because it seems like back then Djinn Prime, or Djinn I should say, and Gazal Machete is one of the most synergy weapons in the game that made Warframe how it is right now, to make it why people use Sentinels so well. And I think that's what made Djinn definitely that top tier Sentinel, one of the best Sentinels. And you got something like Nidus Prime as well, so do keep that in mind. It's really about the profit that comes in from these Prime Axis, Prime accessories as well. But I think this is what is going to turn out to have Nidus Prime the best possible profit to come in for this update for Nidus Prime. So do keep that in mind. Alright, what I'm saying to you, you should understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. But that's it right there. That's why I'm going to leave it off there. That is all for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on all social medias and Twitch, links in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.